Well. It's all over. It is over. And it is what it is. There is nothing we can do about it. We cannot reverse it any longer. The game is over. It's 0-0. Chelsea 0, Bournemouth 0. Chelsea 0, Bournemouth 0. That is how it ended. I know we are all disappointed, brokenhearted, shattered. Whose fault is it? Who are we going to blame now? It's just the coach. You don't tell me that we are a mid-table team. No, Chelsea is never a mid-table team. Our performance is a mid-table team performance. So annoying, so predictable. To me today, it's not on Pochettino alone. Even some of the players. Because number one, the coach, Pochettino, he did much of what people wanted him to do. He did it. We expected him to feature Modric, and he did that. Right? We are just factually inexperienced and inept in the final third right now. We are factually inexperienced and inept in our final third right now. Chelsea right now, as it stands, we are not up to. In the top four, if we don't do something about it quickly, let's forget about the top four football. We created we created chances, opportunities. We created opportunities. Possession, yes. But you cannot possess 67% of a football in 98 minutes. You couldn't put the ball in the net. Your opponent had 36% of possession and had almost equal amount of shots. You had 12 shots on target or on goal, and your opponent, who had only 36% of possession, also had 11 shots. So you had 12 with 67% or 64%. Your opponent had 36% of possession. Yet both of you had almost equal shot on target. How? It's insane. This is not Chelsea. This Chelsea now is a mid-table Chelsea. And it made me to remember what our coach said. Is it yesterday? He made a statement. He said, players are not machines. Is he trying to let us know that the players have reached their limit, that there's nothing he can do about them any longer? I'm now beginning to think of his statement. He said, players are not machines. He said, for example, Real Madrid paid big amount of money for one player, and his name was Zinedine Zidane. He was an amazing player. And after 6 months, you can ask the fans of Real Madrid, and they say, what have we bought? He started to perform after 8 months. Zinedine Zidane was 26, 27 years old then. When you bring a player that is 18, 19, 20, 21, be careful and give them time. So are we now going to be giving time for how long? Chelsea, we are not known to be given to have that chance. We don't have that grace. Let me use the right word. We don't have that grace to give who time. We started a league. After £1 billion, we started a league, 4 games into the league, 5 games into the league, and we are still struggling to pick up. You are not telling us players are not machines. Okay, let's move on. The starting 11 for Chelsea in tonight's game. Chelsea 11 to face Bournemouth. Sanchez, Gusto, Disasi, Thiago Silva, Cowell, Ogochukwu, Gallagher, Sterling, Enzo, Modric, Jackson. Let me rate my players now. Sanchez, I'll give Sanchez 7.5. If not for Sanchez, would have considered at least 2 goals. Clear-cut chances by Bournemouth. Clear-cut chances. I'll give Sanchez 7.5, if not 8. If not for him, Chelsea would have been defeated. Clear-cut chances. Bournemouth could have scored. I'll give him 7.5. Why 7.5? Because our team could not score or we couldn't win the match. So I'll not give him up to 8. 7.5. Gusto, I'll give him 7. By far on the pitch today, Gusto was one of the best. In fact, Gusto, 7.5. By far today, Gusto did extremely well. Gallagher, 7.5. Moidric, 7. Even though he was taken out on the second at the half break time, halftime, I'll give Gusto 7. You know why? Being his first game that he started, I saw sparks of him, Moidric. I saw sparks in his game. He needed game time in order to build confidence. Moidric needed game time. I'll give him 7. He needed game time in order to build confidence. I'll give in another platform, I said I'll give him 7.5. But let me just make it 7 because he was taken out at halftime. Modric, I'll give Modric 7. Disasi, I think part of our problem we had partly was Disasi on the pitch. But this is not a game to proportion blame. I don't want to blame any individual player. Let me just put it that Disasi, I'll give him 5.5. In performance, I'll give Disasi 5.5. Enzo Fernandez, I'll give him 5.5. I didn't really see his game today. Maybe the international break took hell out of him. The steam, the international break took the steam out of him. I'll give him 5.5. Or because Kasaido was not in the game, he couldn't get his usual partner. I'm not too sure. I'll give Enzo Fernandez 5.5. Sterling. I'm not too sure whether to give him 6 or to give him 5. I'll leave that for you in the comment section. Tell me what we should give to Sterling. Whether to give him 5.5 or 6, I'm not too sure. So you tell me in the comment section what mark should we give to Raheem Sterling. Jackson is also another. Both Jackson and Sterling, I'm not too sure. You can let me know in the comment section. 5.5 or 6. Raheem Sterling, 5.5 or 6. Let me know in that comment section. Thiago Silva, I'll give him 5.5 straight away. Indecision. He nearly cost us the game. You remember when he tried to clear the ball now hit a Baltimore player and bounced back. Luckily for us, because there was no way Sanchez could have reached that ball. Luckily for us, the ball did not go to the goalpost area. There was no way Sanchez, no matter how he was stretched, there was no way he could have reached that ball. Instead of clearing the ball, he hesitated until there was somebody rushing him. He now tried to clear and hit another player, and the ball bounced back. He nearly cost us the game. Thiago Silva, I'll give him straight away 5.5, if not 5. Thiago Silva. Who else? I mentioned Thiago Silva, mentioned Gusto, Sanchez, Cowell, Levi Cowell. I'll give Cowell 6. I'll give him 6. Yes. I think he's the last person here to mention. I'll give Cowell 6. That is my mark on each of the players. Ben Chilwell, I don't know why the coach should take out Modric and bring in Ben Chilwell. When he came in, what did he do? I think it's better he start matches than when he came in second half. Because he came in second half like a confused man. My friends, let me just leave Ben Chilwell issue. It's a disaster right now in Chelsea. Let me hear from you what you think about the match. Let me know your thoughts. Our bench today, we have Petrovic, Bergstrom, Gilchrist, Chilwell, Matson, Matos, Palmer, Stotter, and Washington. Yes, Cole Palmer came in also. I saw some, little sparks from him, but the whole team in general did not live up to expectation. Now, this is my blunt thoughts about the whole performance. Let me give you my blunt thought now before I end it. My blunt thought about the performance today. Tomorrow, I'll bring you the post-match reaction from the coach and the post-match press conference. I'll bring you that later. This is my blunt thought. First half thoughts, especially, we played like a mid-table club. Our final third decisions are so bad. In fact, this is a whole match, 90 minutes. My blunt thought on the game. We play like a mid-table club. Our final third decisions are so bad. It's almost like our midfield is non-existent. Thiago Silva remains our... Well, that is in the first half. But the second half, I didn't see that. I put down this note in the first half. Jackson needs to work on his positioning. Thiago Silva, I marked that. I minus that. In the first half, he was doing quite well until that error came in. Jackson needs to work on his positioning. Gallagher and Gusto are our best players in the game so far, which I did mention of. Gallagher and Gusto, I give them 7-7. I give them 7-7. I think I gave Gusto 7.5 or so. But I think they were our best players on the pitch. Yes. Ogochukwu and Cowell are struggling. They struggle. Ogochukwu and Cowell struggle throughout the game. Ogochukwu and Cowell, they struggle. Chelsea fans, let me hear from you your thoughts. This is my blunt thoughts. Everything that transpired on the pitch, I watch it for 98 minutes. I am not a happy man. But I want to hear from you in the comment section. I'll come your way later with post-match reaction from the coach and a post-match press conference from the coach. Shalom and peace.